Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 says, "But those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Thank you so much for taking some time out of your Sunday to spend with me. It's joy. And I would just like to take a moment to extend a warm welcome to all the new subscribers to this channel. It's my sincere hope that you are equipped with tools that will empower you as you continue to journey forward. To the returning subscribers, welcome back, family. I appreciate you all so very much. Today, I wanted to just take a moment to talk to those of you who are hurting, those of you who are still in pain, those of you who are asking, when will this pain end? Those of you who are going to bed day after day, soaking your pillow with tears, crying from the depths of your soul and experiencing a pain that is so intense it feels like it could crush your soul. I've been there, and I know how it feels. I know what it feels to not want to get up. I know how it feels to wish that you could go back to the day before you met that person so that you could do something different, that you would have an awareness to know to just walk away. Don't say hello. Ignore them. Act like you don't see them. The pain that says to you, I can't take it another day. I just can't deal with this anymore. The one that makes you question everything you ever believed. Listen, I've been there before. Many of us have been right there. Those of you who are looking back and seeing red flags that you now wish that you would have paid attention to and regret ever ignoring them or thinking that this narcissist deserved a second chance. But it's pretty much the case that you didn't even know that they were a narcissist, but you just knew that something was off. Those of you that did not listen to the advice of your friends and your family members who said, this person, there's something off. And we think to ourselves, well, you just don't understand. You just don't know them like I do. I made decisions like that. I ignored red flags too. I soaked my pillow night after night. I didn't want to get up. I've been there before, and we're not the only ones. You know, one thing about life is that if you live long enough, you will experience some type of pain. It's just a fact. It doesn't matter where you are located geographically. It does not matter what your race or your ethnicity is. It doesn't matter what color eyes you have or what type of hair you have. None of that matters. Pain is universal. We will all experience some type of pain. And if you're somebody, or if you know somebody who has not, then I'm here to let you know that it's on there. It's on its way. It's just one of those things in life that we cannot escape. It's just a given. Pain is universal, and we all experience it in one form or the other. Maybe you're somebody who's had a lifetime of experiencing one event after another, and it just feels like, hey, stop. My back is up against the wall and I can't take it anymore. I have nowhere to go. I have no other options. I'm lost. I'm alone. Maybe you're the one who's been asking or telling your friends, like, this is what I experienced. And they tell you, well, get over it. It's just a relationship after all. And it's not the first one you've been in, and it definitely won't be the last one. I know how that disappointment feels when the one that you go to talk to, the one that you open your heart to and you share everything with, walks away like you never existed. I've been there before. And sometimes when we're going about the business of living, we experience triggers. We experience reminders of where we are coming from. That's where I am right now in this moment. Open, vulnerable, but I wanted to take this chance, this opportunity to be transparent with you, to let you know that you are not alone in this journey. And sometimes the pain comes to remind us that there's something more. You know, looking back, and if you see the narcissist seemingly sail through life It's not the case. And this is something that we know. We've watched several videos. We've heard different people share their stories, their testimonies. Their lives don't get any easier. But knowing that knowledge is not a saving grace to you. So what is your saving grace? What do we do with this pain? Listen, you can either allow this pain to bury you, or you can allow it to propel you. Because there is purpose in each and every one of our experiences. So even as I'm talking to you today, let's not even go there. I'm talking to me today, and I'm just letting you hear this conversation that's going on in my mind and where my heart space is at this present time. You know, I had to dig deeper today to help myself put one foot in front of the other. And, you know, the book of Jeremiah 33, you've got to read that chapter for yourself. It talks about when we cry out to the Lord, He hears us. Our cries are not silent. Those tears that you drench, you soak your pillow with, they don't go unnoticed. You are not unheard. Even those silent cries, you know, when the tears are pouring and you want to scream, but nothing comes out. Even that silent cry is heard by the one who loves you like nobody else, by the one who knows you so intimately that before you were formed, He already ordained and appointed you. He already said that, my child, my love, my dear one, the apple of my eye, I have a plan so big and a purpose so huge for you. Don't allow this pain to be a deficit to the power that is within you. Tap into the pain. Tap into the pain and allow it to push you forward. Allow it to propel you, because one thing that I want you to know is that the narcissist is no match. The narcissist is a lost cause. You are the powerful one. You are the one who is in position to soar. You are the one who is in position to rise above the ashes. Their fate is sealed. And so take your eyes off of that. Take your eyes off of that. And it's okay for us to draw in on our pain. I'm doing that right now. I'm drawing in on this pain so that I can feel it, so that I can know that, you know what, I'm still living. This pain signifies that there's breath in me and there's still emotion, and therefore there's something more. How do I make this pain go away? But those who wait upon the Lord, what does it mean to wait? What does it mean? It means that I'm going to position myself into a posture where I can hear Him, into a posture where I'm trusting Him, where I'm still and I'm steady, and allowing Him to renew my heart, allowing Him to wash me white as snow, allowing Him to speak to me, allowing Him to be the lover of my soul so that I can be restored. There is hope even in the pain. There is hope even in the process. I've been having a valley moment all weekend long. But I've got to hold fast to my faith, and I want you to hold fast to what you believe in. I know that we are not all one faith. I know that we don't all see things the same, and that's perfectly okay. But to the one who you surrender to at the end of the day, to the one who you call your creator, I call Jesus Christ my Lord and Savior. And so that's where I turn my focus to. That's who I hand this pain over to. That's who I will wait upon. Because it's in that waiting period, it's in that moment, or in those quiet, still moments with Him, where my strength is renewed, where I am reminded that I am loved, where I am reminded that I'm still good enough, where I'm reminded that, yes, I may be bruised, but I'm not crushed. I may be put down, but I'm not beneath. I am the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I am an heir to royalty, because just like you, I too have been called out of darkness into the marvelous light. So super empath, it's time for you to soar. Super empath, it's time for you to tap in to that pain and allow that pain to birth purpose. You know, I know it's so cliche and we hear it time and time again, pain to purpose, tears to testimony. I mean, mess to message. There are so many cliches around this, but it doesn't have to be a cliche because it is the truth. There is a message in your mess. There is a testimony in your testing. And more than anything, now, super empath, is the time that you have to soar. Even in the pain, you don't have to wait to get to the finish line. Listen, if I was going to wait till I got to the finish line, I wouldn't even be talking to you this moment. Because like I said to you when I first got on, I was in pain. I am in pain. But I'm here. As I talk to you and I encourage myself in all of this, I feel a bit better, and my headspace has shifted, and I need you to do the same. No longer focus on the negative aspects of your pain, but really turn it around so that it can serve you. And how you make it serve you is how you are going to be able to affect change around you. Super empath, you were not called to be a doormat. You were not called to just be dormant and just to dwell in a position of pain. You are not called to dwell in a posture of defeat. Don't do it anymore. That is the position of the narcissist. The narcissist is beneath your feet. The narcissist cannot touch you anymore. Why do I say this? Because you are knowledgeable and you have the ability at any moment to spread your wings and decide to fly, decide to take flight and begin to soar. And once you begin to soar, once you begin to elevate your thinking through the way you talk to yourself, through what you are ingesting, and what I mean when I say that is what are you allowing to filter into your soul? What are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Are those the voices that you need to be listening to? And do they serve you well? Do they serve the purpose that is within you? Do you know your purpose? Sometimes we have to be kicked in the gut so that we can fall back. And because, it's in those valley moments, it's in those moments when we are with our back against the wall that we have to be creative, and we have to find the inner roar in all of us, because even as the eagle soars, it has the roar of a lion. It is powerful. It is mighty. And that is who you are. Mount up with the wings like an eagle, because that's who you are. That's who you are. The verse also says that they shall run and not be weary. Can you imagine running and not being tired? You will run and not be weary. Why? How is this possible? Because you waited upon the Lord and you allowed him to renew his strength. That doesn't mean that in the race that there won't be moments where you may be tired, but okay, just like I'm doing now, it's time to reset so that I can wait upon the Lord, because I'm weak right now, but I need my strength renewed. So I'll sit in this posture and allow him to strengthen me so that I can pick myself back up again and begin to soar. And you have the ability to do this. Okay, you don't feel like flying right now. I get it. I've been there before where I said, nah, that sounds too big. I can't. Not right now. You don't want to run. Okay, that's fine. But the verse also says that they shall walk and not faint. So decide, what are you going to do in this moment? Because no longer are we going to sit on the sidelines and allow experiences to dictate who we become and how we respond and how we react. No, we're going to take ownership of where we are. We're going to take accountability of where we find ourselves, and we are going to take control of our lives and begin to dictate how this story goes. We can walk and not grow faint. We can run and not be weary, or we can mount up upon the wings like an eagle. Decide. What will you do today? And how will you do it? I charge each and every one of you listening to me right now to make a commitment to yourself. Write a letter of commitment. I am doing it today. I am writing a letter stating what I am committed to as I continue to journey forward, as I continue to redefine the way that I've viewed myself, to redefine all the negative voices that keep rising up and all the challenges that try to dim me, that try to tread on me. No, They cannot tread on me, because according to the word, I have the power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing by shall any means hurt or harm me. What are you saying to reaffirm yourself, super empath? What are you saying to remind yourself that there is power in you? It's good that you get the knowledge from all these different communities, but what's even better is when you begin to speak up and speak accurately and with precision and intention. Intention is everything. Be intentional with where you invest your time. Be intentional with who you invest your time with. But whatever you do, do not stop investing in you. You are your longest commitment ever. So make sure that you are well invested, because in this journey, as you take flight and as you soar, everything that you are hearing, everything that you're ingesting, every single thing that is being deposited into you is going to help sustain you as you fly. So, super empath, I ask you today, what will you do? Do you know your purpose? Do you care about your purpose? What is it that you would do if you had a chance? What is the thing that you would do if finances weren't the problem? How would you change your life? And even when you feel like I can't dream anymore, and this is too much and it's too big, and I don't have the time, I don't have the mental or the emotional capacity for it right now. Dream, still dream. Don't lose hope. There are days when we just sail right on through and it doesn't take anything and it doesn't cost us anything. And then there are those days where it's not even about hour by hour or minute by minute, but there are those days that we have to take it 1 second at a time. And it doesn't matter which one is you. It's perfectly fine. But continue to go forward. That's how we start to soar. Continue to go forward and drown the sound of the enemy, drown the sound of the narcissist. Listen, the narcissist, like we always say to you, has nothing positive to give you. They came to steal, kill, and destroy. And one way that they did that is by trying to get you to turn your back on God. And how is this so? Well, let me tell you this, that when the narcissist comes into your life, remember who they are. They are a child of the enemy. They are on assignment from the devil. And part of their assignment is to get you to focus on them. That means your eyes have to come off the King of Kings so that you can now focus on Lucifer, on the devil, on the narcissist. And all your attention is poured into them and into them and into them, that there is never any time for anybody or anything else. That's intentional, because what he wants you to do is to idolize him. And we know that that is a sin. The Bible tells us that he's a jealous God and we should worship no other God but him. But we were in service to this narcissist. So just that thought alone should anger you enough to say, you devil, I will step on you. I have the power to overcome this. I am an overcomer. And your revenge must be fueled by that. But remember, when I say revenge, I'm not talking about you going back and being petty and trying to fight on their level. We're smarter than that. We're wiser than that. And there's a bigger demand on your life than to sink to that level. What I am saying is, pull into that pain, pull into that anger, and turn it over to God while you wait. Ask, what do I do with this? And allow what he tells you to be what you grab hold of, and soar and fly. That one thing that you can't let go of, do it. Do it scared. Do it with whatever it is that you have. Even if it means that for this moment and at this time, all you're going to do is research and dream big. Because one thing I want you to remember is that you have been given the power to walk right, live right, and overcome at all times. You've been called out of the darkness into the marvelous light. You are royalty. You are royalty. Listen, you are on Christ's mind and he loves you. He loves you so much that he would send his son as an offering to save your life, to bring you back to him. So remember, Yes, we've taken some blows in life, and yes, we've had a series of blows. Yes, we've been abandoned. Yes, we've been rejected. Yes, we've had our feelings crushed and our heart bruised, but we still have a heartbeat. And that pain is an indicator to that. We don't have to be buried by the pain, but we can rise from these ashes. We can begin to ascend to a higher level, super empath. I'm just here to talk to you today, to encourage you to don't stop dreaming. Do not stop dreaming, whatever you do. Continue to develop your mind. Developing your mind is like muscle work. It's like bench presses, if you would, for those wings so that they can be strong and sustain you. But you know, when you go to the gym and you work out, you don't just work one muscle group. So while the bench press may help your wings to soar and sustain you at higher altitudes because there is strength in them, you got to do your leg work. You got to get under that barbell and squat. Now, what would that represent? It represents the path that is before you, because you need the stamina in your legs. You need the strength to be able to grasp down. When eagles when they skim the water and they reach down to snatch up whatever their food is. I mean, swamp creatures, I don't know, but you have this, they have the strength to hold it because their legs are strong. Strengthen yourself, strengthen your mind. Read, study, do what you have to do to gain knowledge, because knowledge is power and people perish for a lack of knowledge, which is ignorance. And we are not ignorant here. We are learned, and we will take our tools so that overall we can go back and reach out to help somebody. Super empath, that's what you are called to do. And so I just wanted to take a moment today, because like I said earlier, I was in my feelings. I have been in my feelings, and I had to bring that here and redirect that energy so that I could get my own mind right and continue on in this journey. So I thank you so much for listening. I thank you for being a source of encouragement, not just for myself, but for each other. And I just, I appreciate you all so very much. So until the next video, please take care of yourself, listen to your body, and above all things, respect the purpose that is attached to your name. There is greatness attached to your names. And I want to share your dreams in the comments. Let's connect and see how can we help each other get to the next level. I may need you. You may need me. But how would we know if we do not talk? We're not just here to talk and dwell on, our experiences with a narcissist. Like that is all there is to this life. Of course, that was the initial thing that connects us. But in order for us to soar, we're going to have to kick this thing up another notch. And how much of the notch, it just depends on our willingness and our readiness. And there's nothing wrong with not quite being there just yet. It's okay. It's okay. And don't think that because you may feel like you're wavering in your faith, or you're wavering, or you have a level of unbelief in yourself, just because it's unbelief, it doesn't mean that there is no belief, or that there is no faith, or that there is no hope. No, it's just small, and it's okay. We can work out together and get strong together. So until the next video, take care of yourself and take care of each other.